We wanted to use today as an opportunity for all of us to get together and make new contacts and develop new working relationships.
The issues facing young people, well, what can we say? They're drastic.
I meet such good people separately through my working life who have got such fantastic ideas about what we can do to help youngsters.
Our clients engage with music in the hospital. They use that really well as a way of expressing themselves, as a way to deal with their traumas.
I think it is really important that we try and get some formal and informal networking going, and when necessary working around what's an often dysfunctional system.
We try to build up each child's separate interests, give them a hook.
There's clearly a lot going on in the city with young people and for young people, and lots of support out there, but we tend to work in silo. So the idea of this was to bring us all together to make these connections and networks.
It really is about understanding how collectively we can work together, because we need to.
Most of them have come from either left mainstream education or have come from pupil referral units. So they have been through the same experiences that we're talking about young people.
It should be about supporting young people.
It's a lot harder to be a young person now than it was for any of us, I would say. There are so many more pressures coming through, both financial and social.
And over the years, we've seen a real increase in issues facing young people and a real escalation, perhaps so much so in the last 5 years.
If we all come together, we are the people who can do something.
They're really keen to have employment, they're really keen to have iPhones, have all the technology that they see every other young person has got.
And if they don't have close families, then they can already be extremely isolated. By the time they get into their 40s and 50s, that can be quite acute.
We are the people now who need to come together to give these children the best chance possible.
That was the idea of Beyond the Label. How can we look at pulling together professionals and organisations to help all of us to support these young people?
What's making this year so pivotal for us to work together to ensure we do give our young people the opportunities that they need, the opportunities to maximise their talent, to harness their potential?
It's really getting the best for those children, so when they leave, they have got a place to go, they've got a track, they've got a way forward.
We have one guy recently who started voluntary work in a restaurant, and he's been now offered paid employment.
Several of you have already mentioned labels. These can be profoundly unhelpful, and we're supporting just over 100 people at the moment. Nearly all of them have got the same diagnosis, but if you lined them up here, they'd be so different from one another. You'd think they were from different planets, let alone sharing the same condition.
If we don't have that innate will and value around supporting all of our young people, then I would question why we're around the table here today.
He now says that he feels like he actually, for the first time in his life, has something to lose.
It's finding those different people to be able to link in with the children.
If we can give them a reason to get out of bed in the morning when they leave hospital, then they're much more likely not to reoffend.
To ensure we do everything we possibly can to give young people the bright future that they need and that we need for us to collaboratively get to where we want to get to as a society.
We need to try and work together more so as partnerships and have those conversations with other organisations to support these young people